Here at SunTrust Park, the 16-10 Atlanta Braves played host to the 9-19 San Diego Padres. The Padres sent out Charlton Madison, making his sixth start of the season 0-4 with a 4.85. And in the bottom half of the first inning, with one out, Dansby Swanson trying to give them a one-run lead just like that, but instead it dies out at the track. Caught right at the wall. Still 0-0. Move on. Bottom of the second. Runner on first. Harrison looks to be grounding into a 5-4-3 inning-ending double play, but instead the second baseman sails it into the crowd. So Harrison's over to second on the error, but then Rio Ruiz strikes out, and it's still 0-0. Move on to the top half of the third now. Jeremy Hellickson on the mound, making his sixth start, 3-1 with a 3.24 ERA. And Jose Rondon takes a pitch into center field for a base knock, gets himself on base. Next batter up is the pitcher in Madison. He tries to lay down a bunt, but Hellickson's pitch runs up and in, plunks him on the shoulder. So bases, now runners on first and second, as then Manuel Margot looks to ground into a double play, but he beats it out on first base. So instead, he reaches on a fielder's choice. Runners on the corners with two outs, brings up Will Myers. It's a chopper down the third base line. Hellickson tries to field himself, but Myers beats it out down the line. Run comes in, 1-0 Padres. Bottom half of the third now, Ryan Murphy goes opposite way into right field. Nobody has a chance at that one, so it's a single for John Ryan Murphy. Next batter up is Hellickson, lays down a bunt down the first baseline. Myers only plays at first. He moves the runner over to second. So here's Dansby Swanson after Inciarte strikes out, and Swanson lines one off the leg of Madison. He would be fine though, but it is runners on the corners with two outs. Freddie Freeman comes to the plate, and he grounds at the shortstop. He goes over to second with it, and it's still 1-0 Padres. Top four now, Jose Rondon comes to the plate, hits one into the hole. Swanson from the outfield grass with a nice throw retires Rondon for the final out of the inning. Now we go top six here with Will Myers drawing a walk to get himself on first base, so nobody out still. Next batter up is Ryan Schimpf, who's going to ground one up the middle. Hellickson knocks it down, goes to second with it. Margot cannot get Schimpf at first, so he reaches on a fielder's choice. So one down now as Alex Dickerson hits one past Marwin Gonzalez. Harrison takes a weird route to it, gets past him, and it allows Dickerson to get a double and Schimpf to score all the way from first base, so an RBI double for Alex Dickerson. And it's now a 2-0 Padres lead. Move on to later on in the top half of the fifth, it's going to be a single for Hunter Renfroe as he drives in Dickerson, and it's now a 3-0 Padres lead. George Contos will then come on to replace Hellickson, and he would get an inning-ending 6-4-3 double play on his second pitch of the game. So now it's 3-0 as we move on to the bottom of the sixth. Marwin Gonzalez going up the middle with a single. Nobody has a chance on that one as it was right up the middle, so he's on first. Next batter up is Corey Spangenberg, and he's going to take one into center field as well. He takes it in the air, though, as now it's first and second with two outs for Josh Harrison. And he would not be able to get the job done as he just pops one up to right field opposite way. It's retired for the final out. So still 3-0, bottom of the seventh. Rio Ruiz comes up, and he hits one into the right center field gap, but instead, Margot with his speed closes in on it and keeps it to a single. So Ruiz is at first base, then Murphy comes to the plate. He's going to line one right at Myers, who snags it out of the air, then spins around and slaps the tag, and it's a double play, so their chances there are thwarted. And then in the bottom of the ninth, Josh Harrison pops up into left field foul territory, and it's put away for the final out of the inning. So 3-0 Padres is your final, as the Braves could not get any runs across. Madison gets the complete game shutout for the Padres. Corey Spangenberg went 3 for 4 against this former team, but it was not enough to get any runs across for the Braves. As 3-0 is your final. With that being said, it's going to wrap things up here for this edition of the Atlanta Braves franchise. I've been your host, Jersey Born, and I'm saying goodbye.
Still it feeds my appetite. It keeps turning me.